Somebody lost a brand new, somebody lost a brand new, nobody lost anything, it just gets your attention, you know, we don't have a band to bring us on, you know. It's so nice to have a marvelous audience here at the Ramada Inn, and I must tell you why. It kind of makes a guy feel good when he comes back to his old hometown and has a lot of friends come and visit him. And I wish I could come back here and tell you how great I've been doing, but that would be a lie. I had hoped to retire by this time in my career, and it takes a lot of dough to do that. I heard a couple could retire in Florida for $40 a month. I interviewed them. They're Seminole Indians. They live in a mud hut. The $40 goes to pay off the game warden for poaching on alligators. You can't live that way, you know. So I finally got in town, and a buddy of mine said, Dave, you have to get a business investor. I have a big-time business investor. He'll show you how to make a lot of money in a hurry. So he called him. He drove up in his Etzel with the Stassen sticker on it, and stenciled on the side of the car, it said, big-time investor. I knew he was, you know, really sharp. And I laid all the bread on him, gave him all the money, and so far he got me 2 chinchillas in heat, just found out they're brothers. Got me half interest in a supermarket in Watts, California, a place called Whitey's. Got me stock in a new birth control pill, blurs your vision, you can't find it. And a new insecticide, doesn't kill the insects, just makes them sexy so you can swat them 2 at a time. And a 23-hour deodorant for people who like an hour to themselves. And good old Spantran, it's half Spanish fly and half tranquilizer. Makes you want to go out and get a little, but if you don't get it, you don't mind it a hell of a lot. I'm just one of these bad luck guys, you know. M&M's melt in my hand. I buy a suit with 2 pair of pants, burn a hole in the jacket. I called Dial a prayer and he hung up on me. It's bad luck, I tell you. I'm a bad luck person. The whole family's been bad luck. My Uncle Herman, he had the worst luck of anybody I ever heard of. Had bad luck after he died. They had him cremated. They put his ashes in a special urn, the urn in a special hearse, and they're driving him out to the mausoleum. Suddenly a big snowstorm came along, ice and snow, and it bogged down the hearse. They used his ashes to get the damn thing going again. I don't know if he likes me or he has tight shorts on. I am pretty... Lady, does he always laugh like that at home? Huh? I mean, during... Keep the whole neighborhood awake at night, I'll tell you that. They're a lively group. I bet he goes home at night with Mama, right? With the missus. Put a little butter on the doorknob, keeps the kids out, right? And they just laugh all night like that. That's fantastic. Don't fold your arms, honey. They bury people like that. Loosen up. Remember little old Undertaker used to sign all his letters, eventually yours? One guy was always getting drunk, passing out, embarrassing his friends. They decided to play a trick on him. Next time he passed out, they dragged him out to the cemetery, threw a little dirt on him, and they left him there. He woke up the next morning frightened. He said, oh, my God. If I'm alive, what am I doing here? And if I'm dead, why do I have to go to the bathroom? She's very beautiful. Are you a model there? You're a very beautiful lady, you know. Beautiful hairdo. Is it brown hair, dear? Brown hair with the bangs over here, a little bit on the side, right? I'm going to write a song about her, okay? A little song entitled, She Has Brown Hair and Bangs on the Side. No, wait a minute. That's terrible. I apologize, lady. She is beautiful, I'll tell you that. This handsome gentleman your husband? Yeah? How long have you been married? It's long enough? Oh, long enough, I'm sorry. Are you folks from St. Louis? You're from Texas? Do Texans really brag a lot? You seem like a quiet Texan, I don't know. Well, we had a Texan in here the other day and walked over to a little fella from St. Louis. And he said, I got me a ranch so big, I get in my car early in the morning, I drive all day, drive all night, still haven't passed all my land. The little guy said, I had a car like that once. Oh, I love Texas. They found oil on my land. My car's leaking. I love the music of Texas. I have never worked there, and I hope to sometime. People are nice. But the music is unusual. I usually drive my car through Texas and keep my car radio on just so I can hear the lovely music. I'm lonesome in the saddle since my horse died. Kind of gets you when you're driving. You know, you haven't had a drink in a couple hours. You need that song to pep you up a little bit, you know. If you see my darling with somebody new, keep it a secret, let him get it too. My father's name was Ferdinand, my mother's name was Liza. That is why they call me Fertilizer. There's a gentleman, looks very distinguished there. Hi, pal. Banker, lawyer, doctor, small-town suppository salesman. We had a banker here last night, had his secretary with him. I said, is she a teller? And he said, no, she kept her mouth shut. Only opened her drawers for cash. Well, if I had a writer, would I be doing these jokes? I get my jokes off the men's room wall. And twice as much off the ladies' room wall. They write twice as much. They have two hands free. True? He's heckling me. That man is heckling me over. You know, usually people would like to be in show business, but they've done well in other fields. I imagine you would like to have been in show business, right,
No.
sir? Huh?
No.
Well, you look like you have a sense of humor.
I do.
You may change your mind someday. You never know where your path will take you in life, right? I suggest that later on, if you decide to be in show business, the first thing you must do, and listen carefully, is to get an agent and quit handling yourself. Honey, could you put your skirt down just a little bit? Because from where he's sitting, it's a hell of a 7-iron shot there. This woman was picking on her husband. She said, all you talk about is sex and making love every time we have company at the house. It's embarrassing. Why don't you talk about golf like the other guys? He said, okay. The next day they had company at the house. He opened a conversation. He said, gee, I wonder if Arnold Palmer's getting any. Listen to that old guy laugh, huh? How's your putter? Yes. Hi, pal. Is that your wife? Local stuff? Give in to him, honey. He'll tell everybody he did anyway. You might as well. Won't you nice girls hate yourselves when you get up to heaven and see the swingers up there, too? Say, what did I save it for? There's Dirty Gertie. She's up there, too. I heard a joke the other day. I thought it was funny. I've told his joke several times, and nobody seems to get a kick out of it as much as I do. May I tell it to you tonight? The story about this fellow who dies, and he goes to heaven. He's a very anemic guy, and he's always cold. So he complained to St. Peter. He said, it's so cold up here, I can't stand it. I walk around and I shiver all the time. Can you send me someplace that's a little warmer? He said, well, that's an unusual request. I can. Are you sure you want to go down there? He said, I'm freezing to death. So he called Satan down below, and he said, look, I got a guy. He's cold up here. You know, up in heaven when it's air-conditioned, it's nice. But he's complaining all the time. It's too cold. May I send him down there? It's an unusual request. Satan said, well, I guess we can make room for one more. So the guy goes down below. Now, a couple of weeks later, St. Pete, he's kind of worried about this guy and see how he's making out down there, so he goes to visit. He knocks on the door. They open the door, and he hears a voice saying, close the goddamn door! See, the guy was cold down there, see? The air rushed in, see? If I'm working a little stronger than you're used to hearing me, I'll explain the reason why. When I was in Las Vegas, I made the rounds so I could steal some clean material to go with the dirty stuff I already had. And to my dismay and surprise, I found out that everybody was working dirtier than I am right now. I couldn't get any clean material. If you've been to Las Vegas, you'll know that what I say is true. Now, I figured I'd go to the shows where they allow children in and I'd get a better shot at some clean stuff, so I went to the Desert Inn. where there are children allowed, in the main room. And the comedians were up there, and this is the biggest laugh they got. This is the joke, and I'll tell it exactly the way they told it. One comic turned to the other and he said, "Hey, I played golf today." The other guy said, "How'd you do?" He said, "I hit 2 good balls. I stepped on a rake." And what made it even lousier, the kids laughed and the adults didn't know what they were talking about. So I came back doing the same old junk I've been doing for years. I couldn't find anything new. I sing a little bit too, but my songs are a little shorter. Tiny boobies in the bra, B.F. Goodrich, ha ha ha. That's my kind of song. Gee, but it's great after raping your date, dragging her body back home. I know all that good stuff. We kiss in the shower at the YMCA. That can't be right. I used to live there. I thought it was a Yimka hotel. I didn't know what it was. Hey, they had a big scandal at the YWCA. They found a seat up. Would I lie to you? Just remember the immortal words of the little Italian lady who was being raped in the back of a rented car when she said, "It's a hers." I have a little Italian joke for you. I know we have a lot of Italian folks in the audience. That's why I haven't been doing much Italian material. When I refer to it, I call it the Mayfaye. I was telling my buddy Luigi, I said, "Gee whiz, Luigi, you shouldn't get uptight about these jokes. There were a lot of Jews in the mafia, too. They needed bookkeepers. Italians could shoot, but they couldn't count, They play the game of uno, due. You can't put that in the ledger, pal, Story about a little fella, little Italian man, Mario. And he had a butcher shop. He was very proud of this little neighborhood butcher shop. And his big dream was to have his son join him in the butcher shop as a partner. But the kid was kind of a wild kid, and he had no ambition, and he just wanted to bum around, sort of a hippie-type kid, And the old man said, "Sonny boy, it'd be my big happy day when I can put Mario and Sons, a butcher shop. Won't you come into the shop with me?" The kid said, "Nah, I'm not interested in that. I haven't got time for it." Well, the old man tried to impress him. He said, "Look, I got a new machine. You take a pig, a whole pig, and you put in a machine, comes out a sausage. What do you think of that?" The kid said, big deal, big deal." Well, the old man got kind of mad. He said, "Look at that. I got a machine. You put in a whole pig, come out a sausage. At home, I got your mama. Put in a sausage, came out a pig." A little Latin song. "Hey, Pedro, give me the flashlight. I think I got my sister again." "Hey, Manuel, I think my sister's in love. She cannot button her coat." Story about Lolita and Pepito. Lolita discovered that her husband was cheating with Pepito's wife, so she devised a plan to get her revenge. She said, "Pepito, you and I will also make love, and we will have our sweet revenge." So all night long, they revenge it up. The next morning, she says, "I'm still angry, I'm still mad, gotta have more revenge." And Pepito says, "Lolita, I got no more hard feelings for no one." What's that old story about the old fellow walked into a house of ill repute? Don't you know what that is, lady? That's where they serve horizontal refreshments. And he was an old guy, and he said, "I'd like the use of one of your fine ladies. How much is it?" And the manager, the madam, said, "How old are you?" He said, 80 years old. She said, "That'll be $80. He said, "You're putting me on." She said, "That's $10 extra." "Hi, sir." Very nice looking lady. "You did all right, pal. I'm proud of you. I haven't done too well in this town. If I went to the Virgin Islands, I'd probably leave them the way I found them. Some guys make out. I had a gal last night, I thought she was passionate. Turned out to be asthma. She kept knocking, scratching at my door. I finally let her out. I have had terrible experiences with ladies. I had one gal, she had long hair, grew out of her nose. And every time she'd sneeze, it cracked like a whip. One day she got hay fever and flogged herself to death. It was horrible. That's sad. We shouldn't talk about things like that, right? I was telling my one-legged girlfriend, I said, Peg, she's not here tonight. She works over at the donut shop. Boy, they keep her hopping. Listen. Somebody listen. Hey, you want to have some fun? Call up somebody you know, disguise your voice, tell them it's the phone company. It's annual phone cleaning time. Tell them to hold a wet Kleenex over the receiver. You want to blow out their lines. Then if they go for it, you go and hang up. It's a lot of fun. I got another idea. Let's all take our clothes off, sit around naked, and pretend nothing's wrong. And here's where the fun comes in. Out of the corner of your eye, you watch the people that walk in late. If nobody shows up, we'll just sit around and criticize each other, all right? Fellow gets a letter from another guy that said, Sir, it has come to my attention that you've been having an affair with my wife. What are you going to do about it? He sent him back a letter, said, Dear sir, received your circular. Thank you.